Y'all know the vibes. Reasons to podcast. You heard?
Yes, we're back with another episode, and I am actually in a very good mood. Before I introduce today's guest, let me make it all about me, right? I mean, you can't see this if you're hearing it, but if you're watching this on YouTube, of course, I've shaved my beard for some good cause, and I've just been ID'd, so we're gonna celebrate the fact. We're gonna celebrate the fact I've just been ID'd. You know, back in the days, like, I'd be getting mad, like, oh, man, what you, my man say eat, blah. Not today. Today, I'm proud that I got ID'd. I knew it. I know I look young, but it happens. But anyhow, today's guest is a good friend of mine. We'll be talking about traveling today and a few other topics, but the main thing will be traveling. I got a young man, and I actually thought that Oliver was damn 23 before. I thought Oliver was 23, but he's actually 21, and I haven't seen him in a few years.
Too long.
Yeah, so maybe you could tell the people how we met and
I
where it all started.
met Marco when I was in, Doncaster, and we never spoke at our training.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
And then I just remember seeing, we got out to France for our ski season, and they were like, oh, this guy's your roomie.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, and we were gassed. We were like the only two in there, and then it turns out some other guy was there.
No, Matt, let's not forget. Shout out Matt. Matt was the third roommate, man. That's our guy. Matt from Wolves. Let's not forget that.
And then we just got it on from there, and then here we are.
Yes. So this one. So the main reason why I had to get Ollie down was because, like, oh, damn, I hate when I struggle with a damn champagne. You know what?
I feel this could go anywhere.
Yeah.
There we go.
I always get gas when I do this. Are you sure you want to drink because you're driving?
Yeah, I can. Just a sensible amount.
I finally got the red cups, people, by the way. The red cups are finally here. I'm rocking the red devil top today as well because it's Manchester Derby vibes right now. You know, come on United and all them things there. If you don't support us, don't hate us, just stay on the side. I think that's a reasonable amount. But
Yeah, that'll do. Going. I mean, it's a good job you don't work in a bar, but it'll do.
But yeah, so like I had met Oliver on my ski season. I'd done a ski season about we worked it out, it was about 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Went out to France, Belplan, and it was one hell of an experience. I had gone out there to just get a peace of mind. I used to always say this, but nobody used to believe me when I used to always say this. I went there to get a peace of mind and just, you know, stay out of all the drama and the nonsense that, not that I was involved in, but things, you know, like you get a headache as you're growing up when you're trying to go on the journey of finding yourself and etc. And of course, the main message that I'm trying to push here is like, if you're, especially because I think you was 19.
Just turned 19, yeah.
Yeah, just turned 19. So like the average person that was out there, I think I was mad old because I was like bloody 20.
You were one of the oldest.
Yeah,
like,
just
doing.
And I was I was like 24. Like I was like 24, 23, 24, I think. And literally like a lot of the people that were there were like just young and just excited and just. And let me just tell you a little bit about ski seasons, right? Because of course there's a number of things that you can do if like you're ever trying to go out there, and I don't know whether you want to go do a ski season or whether you want to go. What did you do in France again?
Well, I do ski seasons in the winter, apart from this year, and then I'll do summer seasons. So I'm water sports instructor in the south of France.
Yeah, and what's that? What do you do?
It's just like school groups come down from England, Scotland, wherever. And you have them for 3 days or a week, and you literally take them on the water, and you just teach them to sail. Normally, it's them just floating on the water for a week.
I see. So yeah, so of course, like the main thing I'm trying to push here, if you're like in the ages between, let's say, I think there wasn't no 17-year-olds there. I think it's 18, right?
Because you got to be 18 to work abroad anyway.
Yeah. So between 18 to 21, and you're confused whether you've just come out of college or you don't know whether you want to go into university or you're having a gap year, one thing I definitely suggest is for you to go and either go do a season or go somewhere abroad, like, or if you're looking for a peace of mind, definitely branch out there, because there's so many pros and cons, but there's more pros than cons, because you get to meet people that are from different walks of life, people that are different than you. And like, for me, for example, like meeting someone like Oliver, we were completely different, like from start to end,
polar opposites,
like total opposites, like from music to food to like sports, everything. So I got to learn
lifestyle in general.
Lifestyle in general. We got to have some crazy discussions like while we're living together. Like it was a crazy, like, I don't know, 2-3 months before, of course, I exited my season. But we'll get onto that in a minute. But we'll just say, like, if you could like speak to, let's say, someone that was like maybe 18, 19, would you like suggest for them to definitely go out and do either if it's a season or some sort of trip? I don't know what's the other things you can do. I know
people do like, they go to Bali now, don't they, in Indonesia and stuff like that, and they go on gap trips or interrail and stuff like that. My sister went interrailing for Europe for a bit.
Oh, what's that like? What, when you just...
she just got on a train with a money and just booked trains and went like Brussels, Dam.
But how does that work? Is it a bundle?
No. You just save up money and you just buy a train, stay in a place. Once you're bored of it, you go to the next. People do it a lot, I think, now, and it's a big thing. And I think if you don't know what you want to do and you're not set on something and you haven't got this good salary job or something like that, do it whilst you're young.
Yeah, 100%.
Once you've got kids and all of that,
I remember that I don't know whether it was your mum or one of your relatives. They used to tell you, "Oh, when you gonna go get a real job?" And you're always like, "Man, I'm on the slopes." But
yeah.
Nah, I ain't planning on doing any of that just yet. But it's definitely something that I'd consider, like, because before I went out there, like, especially in the urban community, before I had gone to the Alps, like, I used to always get told, like, "Oh, nah, like, don't go there, like, come on, bruv, like, it's dead, like, you're not going to see none of us there," and all of that. And I said, yeah, cool, I hear that, yeah, to a certain level, because it was a friend of mine that actually pushed me to go and board. My main aim was to go and learn how to board, although, right, Oliver is a boarder. This guy did not teach me a thing. Bearing in mind, he knows damn well I ain't ever been around that much snow in my whole life, let alone snowboarding. Like, and when we got out there, all this guy said was, "Yo, just stick to your heels and toes. Just worry about your heels and toes." And then he hit the slopes and he was gone. And I'm just there, man. I fell on my neck, on my back, and you learn a lot about yourself when you're, well, if you don't get a teacher, because I had to learn by myself. Like, I was so I'll tell you now, I was so disappointed. You didn't give me no tips, no nothing. You didn't help me snowboarding at all.
Yeah, but you'll learn how to board and then you'll find your own way. Like, people, you can see people board in their own way and it looks horrible to the eye, but it's the way that they do it. So
Yeah.
a good way for you is just to just learn. Self-teaching.
Yeah,
best
you
way.
know, I did, and I learned a lot about myself.
Exactly.
While I was out there, like, I learned how determined I am. I learned, like, how resilient I am. I learned, you know what, like, I could actually get anything if I really do believe in it, or if I actually try. Because, boy, like, there came a stage where, 1 second, damn.
gassy this.
I always think to myself, don't burp on the mic, don't burp on the mic, don't burp on the mic. I always try not to, but I'm trying to work on that. But yeah, like, I always think to myself, like, nah, like, come on. Don't give up here, don't give up there. Sometimes I never used to understand. That's another thing about the mountains, is the flags. Like, I never used to understand the flags thing, like red flag, black flag, blue flag. I would end up on like a blue, and I would be like, damn, I think blue, no, red is it's blue, easy.
So
red.
it goes in order of green, which you hardly ever see, apart from learning slow. It's blue, red, black.
Yeah, so I ended up on like a red one time, and I was already struggling. I thought, yeah, look, this ain't for me. I used to always think this ain't for me, but then as time went, I wasn't, it wasn't too bad. But I had like I had met a group of individuals there that were completely different to me. One thing, of course, that did happen was my journey got cut short because I had got sacked. I had got sacked, and I won't like be bothered by that, because obviously I literally just went to learn. I couldn't really give a damn if I got sacked or not. But let me tell you the story on how and why I got sacked. So
this will be a nice refresher for me, because all I remember is one day you were there and the next day the bags are gone. Marco's out the door.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
happened like that.
you don't remember why I got sacked?
Not really, no.
You're serious? Top up. Oh shit.
Like I said, this is what I mean. Your bartender skills needs. We have gone through that quick. I think you've drank more than me. Like I said earlier to you before this, I don't really remember much.
Yeah, that's because you've gone and done like a bag of other seasons. That's why.
That's true, and I think because I'd done my first season, and I sort of a bit. I feel like you can be very vulnerable almost on your first season because you're going into a new thing. You're meeting 60 new people at the same time. Some people have done it before, and you feel like you might get really judged on what you do.
That's another thing as well. Like the amount of people, like especially if you're young. You see, like if I was like 19, 18, 20, and I had just gone out there, yo, you'll be so surprised. On a season, it's literally sun, sex, and slopes. Nah, it's sun, sex, and slopes. That's the best way to put it. You'll be so surprised. Like, oh man, that was one part of like being out there that used to shock me, because I used to just think that this was a bunch of good kids that were out here. Man, you go to the bars and stuff, everyone is just kissing. It's just PDA central. Like, you don't even understand. It's wild out there. Like, complete. Like the party life over there is to another level. You won't experience anything like that. People get their tits out. Like, it just goes mad. Like, the slope life is crazy.
It's a good life, yeah.
It is a good life. But obviously, we're back to how I got sacked. So when I was working in Belplan, I was working in a hotel, and we had to do the babysitting thing. Where
we worked in childcare is a overall language for it, basically.
Yeah,
looking after kids up to 12-year-olds.
Yeah, so obviously at night you'd have to sit outside the hotel rooms for about a couple of hours and just wait until the parents come back up while they have dinner and stuff.
Whilst their parents enjoy their really nice dinner and
and
wine.
all that stuff,
we
blah,
sat
blah,
on the
blah.
floor. Yeah.
We used to have to sit on the floor and just like, or be on the corridors or whatever, and just monitor the rooms or whatever if you hear any child screaming. But the thing with me was I used to be like really, really hungry all the time. Everybody knows I used to complain about food 24/7, or I used to eat. Anytime I got a chance to eat, I would eat loads. But my colleagues now, these guys were able to just run on just a sandwich or just a baguette or just something so small. Like, and that never used to work for me. In no way I'm going to survive off a tomato sandwich or for cheese sandwich or for a baguette or tuna, whatever. Like, I couldn't survive off of that. So obviously I was always low on damn energy. So this one time, like, and actually before the time I got caught, I've actually fallen asleep many other times on shift. But this one time on shift, I was just sitting down, wherever, chilling, and I fell asleep. Obviously, like, I don't think it's that bad. Like, I fell asleep, but it happens. You know, I'm just low on energy, and it's a job that takes a lot of your time. Like, so obviously, my manager had caught me, and then he could have just woken me. Look, I always stand by this. The good thing that he could have just done, just give me a little tap, yo, wake up, or whatever. Like, last warning, don't do that again. Done. Kept it moving. But no, this little bitch boy went and snitched straight away to the boss or whatever, and she just like not even had it, just straight away. I don't know whether it might have been the next day or something, or maybe the same day.
It was soon.
Yeah, but it was quick. All I remember was, I don't know if it was the next day or the same day, she just called me to her office, said, yo, like, that was do you understand the level? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just be like, you know what? I literally said to her, you know what? Like, if you're gonna sack me, just say it, bro. Stop running through all of these procedures. I don't care. Like, what? You're gonna sack me? Yeah, cool. Okay, great. Then she said, yeah, like, your time's done. And I said, all right, cool. But I thought like that they were expecting me to be like crying and shit. It wasn't gonna be that type of party.
No.
And I had to hit the slopes one more time, and then I came back. Had to say my goodbyes and whatnot, and yeah, that was my time done there. So I got sacked because I fell asleep during the
babysitting. Well, it was called babysitting.
Yeah,
almost,
I fell asleep during that, so that happened.
They called it baby listening, didn't they? Because you just listened out for the kids, basically.
So obviously that happened, and I think how many different like ski companies are there so you can go on seasons?
Oh, Hundreds.
But
I
I'm
mean,
sure you know way more than I do.
a lot, yeah. If you go on, there's a website called Work a Season. I found my job through someone that I worked a summer with, her best friend. Well, she basically worked as a chef at that winter place, and then her best friend was the hotel, the one that ran it.
Yeah.
So when you do seasons, you meet so many other people that have come from different places and have worked elsewhere or work elsewhere. Because obviously, a season may only run from, say, my next summer is May till August with a bit of training in front. So once you've done in August, you have to go find your next season job, whether that be 3 months, 6 months, whatever. So you're always meeting new people that are doing something else after this, going back somewhere. So there's hundreds of winter companies out there that you can go work for, whether it's private or it's a big company like Nielsen and stuff like that. Nielsen are huge.
What was the name of our company again?
So ours was called Esprit, which was the childcare part,
yeah.
but it was run under a company called Ingham's.
Yeah.
So there's so many out there. Obviously, other companies are available.
Yeah, definitely check that out. Check TEFL as well if you're ever looking to work like abroad and maybe you want to teach. I think it's TEFL. TFL.
There's loads of jobs in that. Like you could be like a rep and you just meet you don't have to work with kids like we did. Like it was good for us, I think, because we were
animated.
Yeah, exactly. So and we got a good amount of ski time out of it. Like I done a season last year as a driver for like high-end clients. So Sir Alex Ferguson's son Dan Ferguson come out and stayed with us. Yeah. So and then you're a driver. But the thing is, when you're a driver, you're picking up people to and from the slopes. So the amount of ski time that you get is very limited because you're like a bus driver, basically, a chauffeur for these people. But you can like rep and you just meet the people for a drink at the end of the night and see how their day's been and stuff like that. You have an early transfer day because the transfer day you get on the bus with them at 3 o'clock in the morning, drop them off, and you're at the airport all day. But that's your longest day. And then every other day you're on the slopes, and if someone's got a problem, they ring you.
I know, I remember that. That was lit. But most definitely, though, if you're ever confused about what you want to do next after a certain time, or even, obviously, I done it late. I was 24. I just needed definitely a peace of mind. And I promise you this, like, there's no better view, no monument, no nothing can beat the view of the mountains, for me at least.